More? I don't know what I'm doing up so early today. Really no reason for it, but I'm up. I don't figure anybody will be in until 5:30 because that's why I had it marked for 5:30. And I'm gonna have to do something about the sound in the background because his dad woke up, so I can't turn it down really. I'm watching for him to go back to sleep, and then I'm gonna turn it down. I think I got a copyright about that or something the other day. I may have to start doing this from my room or something. I don't know. We'll see. Because it was like a blue banner thing at the top the other day when I went to set up a live or whatever, and it said something about I forget how they worded it now, but I'm pretty sure it was a copyright thing. Well, I'll find out, I suppose. I don't know. I've never had one. I don't know nothing about it, so we'll see. Oh man, day's hump day. Yo 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 yo, what day is it? What day is it? It's hump day. And I can't remember the camel's name. One of those iconic commercials. Whoever done the developed the advertising campaign or whatever should have got paid really well. Trying to wake up this morning. About 45 minutes ago, I hear a thud. I get up, Dad laying on the floor in the kitchen. Like, Pop, what on earth are you doing? Why throw this away? Like, that's what I'm just holler and wake me up, Pop. So I'm gonna have to. I got an alarm to put on his bed, but man, it is so loud and annoying. But I'm pretty sure that's what I'm gonna end up having to do. I don't see any way around it. Because I'm glad he's not sleeping in the chair, but I couldn't hear him get out of that bed. Oh goodness! I didn't get to watch hardly any lives or shows or anything like yesterday. I know I missed something. Can't remember, but I don't know. It was a kind of busy day kind of thing. You know what? I'm gonna have to go turn that down a little bit. It's effing killing me. Let me see what I can do and still get by. I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute this for now. Good morning, Cindy. I'm getting ready to go in here and try and turn the TV down. Pop is awake. He fell down about 4 o'clock or so, but I can't tell if he's asleep or not. I'll be back. I'm going to go in there and see if he's asleep. I'm going to turn the TV down. I'll be right back. Okay, I turned it down. We'll see. I think he was asleep. I can't tell. My eyes are dirty today. I gotta wash them out. What up, dog? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, he's all right. He's busted the scab open on his elbow, but so I got that cleaned up and uh, cleaned up some other stuff, messes and shit. And I got him back dressed and tried to get him to lay back down on the bed, but he wanted to sit in the chair. I was like, all right, well, that's whatever you want to do. But I knew he'd be back to sleep. He said, well, it's morning, ain't it? I said, no, Pop, it's 4 in the morning. So it happened just before my alarm went off. Hmm. That's one thing I can't do is open my eyes and drop drops in it. I have to put it in the corner of my eye and squeeze it and let it run in my eye. I don't know why that is. I've never been able to do it like everybody else does. How they hold their eye open and drop. I can't do that. I'm not coordinated enough. I don't have enough coordination for that stuff. Well, I'll tell you, dealing with the Medicare, Medicaid stuff, you talk about fun. Quite the frustrating little journey I'm on right now. And you gotta be nice and mind your P's and Q's, you know what I mean? Even though you want to point out the idiocracy of what they're doing. That's what I spent most of yesterday working on. But you fill the stuff out online, but it doesn't send you a confirmation or anything to let you know that it's been filled out. It sent me a thing letting me know that the account was created or whatever, but it doesn't say anything about the thing being filled out. And when I go back on there, it shows it, but it doesn't. You can't. There's nothing to click on to see the status of it. I don't know. It's a really funky web page. So naturally, I call the office. It's a state office. I forget what they call it. Family services or something like that. And I tell them, I filled this out online. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Can I get someone to help me or something with this? And well, you can come in and we can print out an application and you can fill it out and blah blah blah. I'm like, what do you guys do there? I said it says on the web page to contact the office if you need help filling it out. You printing it and handing it to me is not helping me fill it out. I said all I want to know is if it's been submitted or not. Because if it didn't get submitted, and the reason that's important is after you submit that, they will send you a list of things that you need to have. And it starts right here and ends right there. And all kinds of stuff from proof of age all the way down to shelter expenses and everything in between. So they will mail you a letter that looks like that. And it'll have on there highlighted what it is they want you to send them back. Fortunately, I called a nursing home here in town and talked to a lady about, what I was doing and what I needed to do. And she emailed me that list. She said, you're going to get a letter from them and it's going to tell you to submit documentation of all this stuff. I don't get it. And they got Medicare, which is the way I understand it is based on your income. If you make X amount of money, you get Medicare. Or if you make X amount of money less, you get Medicaid. And Medicaid pays for, like, the way the lady explained it to me was, let me think so I get this right. I gotta look on the card because I get them confused all the time. Well, maybe. Okay, yeah. They got Medicare. Okay. And if I remember correctly, she said that the Medicare pays for his medication and nursing and all that kind of stuff. And the Medicaid pays for the room and board, so to speak. That's how she put it. And I'm like, well, that's kind of stupid. Why don't they just have each one, whatever you have, pays for everything? And so what I got to do is fill out an application to see, I think, if he qualifies for Medicaid or something. And if he doesn't, then you file a waiver. And I'm like, I'm just trying to have surgery and I need to put him in somewhere for 6 to 8 weeks while I get better. You know what I mean? I was like, do they have no contingencies for something like this? That, somebody's a caregiver and needs someone to. You stop that, I always get you recruited too early. You got another 45 minutes. I don't know. I hope it's not like disability where you got to get a lawyer to get anything done type of thing because I can't swing that one. Well, no, I said, well, what happens if something happens to me and I end up having to be admitted to a hospital somewhere? You have these two old people sitting in this house by themselves. Do you not have some kind of contingency for things like that? Well, there are event contingencies. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Morning, Lee. You guys getting ready to go fishing, are you? But I'm just venting, man. I'm so tired of messing with freaking government paperwork stuff. Oh yeah, 100%, dog. They want extremely detailed documentation of what he owns and how much I mean, he gets a small pension from the operators union and his Social Security. It's not much. So he's got, and I got kind of lucky on the Sportster. It's an '05, I think it is, but it has a salvage title, so it's not worth anything technically. You know what I mean? So when I claim it as an asset, I can, I'll put on there the estimated value of this is zero because you can't do anything with it because it's got a salvage title, unless they want to counter that. And then other than that, the Moto Guzzi, it's an '84. It's worth maybe $1,000 if they want to count that. But those are all going to me. And if I read the thing right, he can gift them to me and just, you know, show documentation where I changed the title over or something. Morning, Rob Fox. So I got to get all that stuff together. I got to dig out titles, and my buddy did tell me if I needed him to that he would just put the bikes in his name, and I may do that actually. Add as moderator. There we go. But at least he's been doing pretty decent the last week or so. He hasn't been out there too far, and his legs is actually working. What are you doing, Lee Evans? At 5:12 a.m. I know, aren't you? Are you still fishing? Good morning, Nate. Did I already say good morning to you? That's possible. I might have. I don't know. I'm an airhead, you know that. And I think this hot temperature is supposed to break here before long. I'm blind and I don't look. Oh, I got to submit my respite for. I got to look at the calendar. Let me see if I can do that real quick while I got this up. I think I can, yeah. For some reason, when you click on this calendar, the freaking mail pops up. No. Come on, man. Where'd you go? There. Are you kidding me? Don't be that guy. There you go. See, why must you open Microsoft Mail just to get to the effing calendar? Okay, so I got to put the respite in for July, don't I? I don't know. Go away, man, Microsoft Mail people or whatever. I don't use you. Why must you launch on my computer? So let me think. I got to look on this calendar and see when respite was. I think it was the one for June that I did and not the one for July. We'll find out here real quick. Calendar. Okay, so Dad, we done respite from uh, the 27th to the 2nd. So then the one before that was, I don't remember. So I need to submit the one for July then. That's what it is. I'm trying to think because I can need a break. Maybe I'll submit it for the week of the 29th. Oh, shit. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would work from the 26th to the 31st. That gives me the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and then the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That'll work. Yep, thinking is hard, man. You ain't lying, dog. But I'm just thinking about going fishing. And so I'm like, man, I need to submit the the request for the respite time. So I think I can drop him off Friday the 26th, and then in the afternoon, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Yeah, I think that works out right. Where I've got to go to the VA in Indianapolis Saturday, Friday morning, isn't it? Good answer, dog. I have to text, or Curtis will be up here later, or Eric will be, and I'll have to text Curtis and tell him to come up so we can talk about that. That's a good call. Forgot. I think they were talking about the last weekend, or they're talking about in August, aren't they? See, the 2nd of August, Dad and Mom both got pain pump appointments. See, if that's going to be in August, I have to see when in August. The week after that. So the week you're talking about would be the weekend of the 2nd and 3rd, or 3rd and 4th. Friday is the 2nd. See, I don't know. The only way I could do it then would be to start that Friday eve afternoon because he's got a pain pump appointment at 2 something to get his pain pump filled up on the 2nd. So we could get it filled up then, and I could still make that first weekend. I think that's cool. Hey, Gabe, good to see you, buddy. That's what I'll see what Eric and him say. So you think it is the first weekend of August? Okay. Then I'll have to get my paperwork submitted for that, and I'll just have to put him in on that Friday. I can put him in on that Friday and then head to J Dogs that evening or the first thing Saturday morning. Just depends on which one I want to do, which if I'm too tired to do one or the other, you know what I mean? What's up, Gabe? How are you, buddy? We're discussing paperwork in the government. I need you to fill that out in triplicate and make 5 copies for the dumpster just because we want to waste some of your time. Yeah, I would. Heck yeah. They ain't done with him yet, don't worry. They ain't got no choice, but they're still going to try to take him out somehow. Wait and see. But I'm sorry, I think he's got God's hand on him right now. You know what I mean? I honestly do. I think God has a plan and he's included in it. And so they can do all they want. I don't think they can I don't think they can win as far as killing him reading. Boy, I know they better hope that the GOP doesn't get the majority in the House and Senate and the White House because the investigations that are going to happen are like this debacle at that thing, the Secret Service people. Yeah, Gabe, I'm trying to get Dad's switch from Medicare to Medicaid, and God, dude, it is so frustrating. Oh, you're talking about going to the next Trump rally? That's cool. I wonder where it's at. I mean, he's solidified himself in the annals of history of America now, man. I mean, the Democrats screwed that one up so bad. I just, I'm like, man, I was watching live when it happened. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, man. Did I just see what I thought I saw? You know, I can remember when it happened to Reagan, and I can't remember if we were watching that live on the news or not when that happened. I don't remember. It wasn't like nowadays, so it probably was. It may have been on the 3 networks live. I don't know. But boy, there sure is some answers to be had on that one, isn't there? How you let a guy crawl up on top of a building. In fact, probably the most prime spot to oversee the crowd in the whole area. You know what I mean? You'd think they would have been up there on that building. I mean, I'm looking at that thinking, what on earth? Yeah, okay, this isn't too obvious. Hello, everybody, it's Mr. Obvious Show. But I'll tell you what, we was that close to civil war in this country, probably. You know, I don't know, dog. I was just watching. It said live on my feed. You know what I mean? The feed I was watching had the little live down at the bottom with the red dot. You know, and he had gotten up to speak or whatever. But yeah, man, what you got to admit, the dude's a stud. Gets shot at, has the top of his ear shot off, gets slammed on the ground by Secret Service. Wait a minute, let me get my shoes. Gets his shoes on, then gets up and says, "Fight, fight, fight." I'm like, yeah, dude, you know what you're doing. Then again, he's a man to just come that close to dying and have the wherewithal to stand up and do a rally cry on the way out. P.T. Barnum would be impressed. Oh, Reagan. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right, dog. I don't think it was neither until it happened. Then the news went live, but there were actually cameras there filming it. That, yeah, you're right. That's it. Wasn't like nowadays. I don't even know what I was thinking. Heck, that was in the '80s, wasn't it? I think it was in the '80s. But I mean, he's got everybody on his side now. There are people that wouldn't dream of voting Republicans switching over. I mean, I think it's because it's just so blatantly obvious what they're trying to do, you know. And what was that guy's name? Andrew Tate. You know what I'm talking about? He uh, he was on kind of the same cycle thing where they've got the 3 steps. The first step is they try to cancel you. If that doesn't work, then they try to jail you. If that doesn't work, then they kill you. You know what I mean? And he's at the third step because they've tried all the other two and they ain't worked. But yeah, I don't. There sure seems a little strange to me, though. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. Yeah, he's a stud, isn't he? I agree, Gabe. If I was a young dude, I would follow his lead too. To be honest with you, he doesn't do anything but speak the truth. You know what men used to be in this country. And the bad part is, it was just how it was. You know what I mean? And somewhere along the line of the last 30 years or so, I call it, the pussification of America. But somewhere along the lines, they switched, demasculated all these men in vogue. That Bible verse I got up there, 2 Timothy 3:1-17. If you can find the New International Version, read that, man. Tell yourself, oh yeah, this was written thousands of years ago. Tell me if it doesn't talk about the end times and where we're at right now. It's a pretty good one. Like I said in my sunset video, it's still the greatest country on the planet, regardless of how bad it is. Compared to everywhere else, there are still people dying trying to get in here. And that's worth the price of admission alone, in my opinion. You get the lotto of life when you uh, are born on the soil of the United States. Because the only thing between you and greatness is opportunity that you create. I mean, anybody can achieve greatness in the United States, I think, if you want it bad enough. I never wanted to be great. I just wanted to be successful. You know what I mean? That was just my mission. And then you got to determine, what do you call successful? Does raising children that love you when they become adults and want to be around you make you successful? Or does being rich and having the influence and power, but kids who think you're a piece of shit and don't want to be around you, is that winning? I don't know. I think I'll take the first one myself. That's what I hate living over here. I'm missing my grandkids growing up because I don't get to go very enough. It's kind of sad, actually. Charlie starts driving, man, this year, I think. I know he's got his permit now. I was thinking about that on the 4th. Since he was a baby, when I lived in Noblesville, they would always come over, and you just had to walk through a couple parking lots to get to where the fireworks were in Noblesville. And since he was a little bitty baby, when he wasn't, 6 months old or whatever, we always went to the fireworks, and he sat in my lap until he was probably 7 or 8, I reckon. And then, we moved different directions, and we didn't get to do it as much anymore. He's a little big to sit in my lap now, though. People would talk about like showering with Biden's daughter, And it comes a time you got to say, nah, it's enough. But I did get the checks from the life insurance people so I can get the cars fixed. I'm pretty stoked. I got to make appointments. First, I got to get an exhaust on the Buick because it's got a hole in it somewhere. It was starting to get loud. Not screaming loud, you hear it coming down the road, but loud enough you could hear it in the car. So I got to get that fixed and then get tires put on them, which it's got to be $1,000 for tires, I'd guess. Heck yeah, dog. That's 100% right, man. You're one of the few that didn't let it affect you that way. And that's there's certain people that are like that, and then there's other people who you got the people who want to be famous or important. You know what I mean? Oh, don't drive fast, Jody. I'm telling you, do not drive fast to get to work. You'll get a ticket. Don't do it. You drive slow today. Exactly, dog. You're just an average guy, and if you got money or whatever from a place, that's cool. You didn't let it change you. That's important. And nobody would ever know by the persona that you exhibit. You know what I mean? I would figure you'd be like me and ain't got a pot to piss in, but you're still okay with it. Yep, good call, brother. That's awesome. So, are you physically okay though? Besides, you know what I mean. Even you had an accident and got paid off and stuff, but is your body okay? You know what I'm saying? That it's not gonna. When you get my age or whatever, you're still gonna be able to get about and do what you do and not be in a bunch of pain or anything. Even though there's ways to treat pain besides having to take OxyContin every day or something. And I know they don't offer it, but for people with back pain, if you can convince your pain doctor to get you a pain pump, where I guess there's limits because you can only turn it up so high, you know what I mean? But after seeing what it done for my mom, man, I'm like, my God, she should have had this 20 years ago. Giggy Gamer, good morning. Nice to see you. You're in the worst morning show on YouTube, I can tell you that. We have fun, but we're not real organized over here. Where's his sugar daddy? You kidding me? I'm thinking about moving down to Florida and finding me a rich old lady. You kidding me? Find me one, heck, if like Playboy bunnies and stuff could do that, why couldn't I? Find me one about 85 or so that's not going to be around for long. And I love you, honey, so much. Here, let me change your depends for you. I'm an expert at that. Shaking money at Jody. Oh yeah, gamer. I'm talking pain that is so bad that she was literally couch bound for. Good morning, D. Yeah, it's so good to see you. She was couch bound for a couple of years. She couldn't even straighten up, and she had a 100 milligram fentanyl patch and two oxy 10s every 4 hours. And when she got the pain pump put in, she went from being on the couch to being able to get up and do dishes and laundry or whatever it is she wants to do. And a year later, she goes blind. Figure that out. But at least she's not in the pain she used to be in. I mean, she'd be sleeping at night and you'd hear her moaning and stuff from pain. It was heartbreaking actually. Me and my dad's friend was talking about that the other day. The guy that owns the bluegill pond, he came by. 4 weeks, baby. Heck yeah. Yeah, her spine's like this. I mean, it's all jacked up. And then dad, he's the bone cancer is in I think one hip and both shoulders or something along the lines. He keeps falling, man. They're going to end up taking him from me because he got bruises all over him. But you can't get him. I shouldn't say you can't get him to listen because I got to remind myself that sometimes the dementia makes him not think. So like this morning when he fell, his only thing on his mind was getting the depends thing he had on. He'd taken it off, and the only thing on his mind was getting it to the trash can in the kitchen. You know what I mean? Instead of waking me up. And then he fell in the kitchen. I'm like, Pop, why didn't you holler and wake me up? But then I have to remind myself his brain is not right anymore. You know what I mean? What we think is common sense, logical, he's just not going to think that way. And I'm getting better at tuning my brain into remembering that. You know what I mean? Instead of saying, you need to listen, Pop. You got to, instead I got to remind myself that you're dealing with the mental capacity of maybe a 10 or 11-year-old. Thompson's Outdoor More. Good morning. Good to see you. But I don't know what to tell the surgeon Friday as far as the scheduling my surgery now because I can't get him in nowhere. Nate, I hate to say, but I sure hope she looks more like your wife, buddy. Nothing, just God, don't curse her with that. Her whole life looking like her dad. I'm kidding you, brother. As long as she's healthy, brother, that's all that matters. Hump Day, Bishop Whiskers, good to see you, man. Good morning. It's funny, my counter thing up there shows 4 people in here, and I'm counting. You gotta go out, chill, honey. Come on, let's go. Little guy wants to go. Don't be chasing no rabbits, you hear me? Leave the baby rabbits alone. If you're gonna end up catching one, and then what are you gonna do if you catch the baby rabbit? And you wouldn't mean to, but you'd probably hurt it. So leave the rabbits alone. Well, it looks like it's raining, Till. There's a baby rabbit underneath the deck. And twice yesterday when they went out, it was out in the yard, and fortunately, it can run faster than them because it looked like Walter Payton or something running through the yard, getting back under the deck, cut in and out between them. You know what I mean? It's like, man, that bunny rabbit's got some speed now. Mm. Taking it to the streets. Taking it to the streets. Oh man, maybe I can go fishing on the next respite. Be nice. I tell you, I've missed some really good fishing days this year. I know that. No way, dude. Really? Like that? Are you okay? You gotta tell me what happened now. You can't leave me hanging like that because literally, I know your pain. Yep, my little bladder named Little Guy wakes me up every day between 4 and 5. Well, Dad woke me up this morning when I heard him hit the floor, but usually 5 o'clock at the latest, Little Guy's getting up because he's got to go pee. I'm coming. Now I'm gonna have to give somebody treats. I see you, happy face. We got our happy face on. Hold on, little guy. Are you tangled up? Let's go see what we got over here, buddy. Hold on. This is tangled up too much. Stop. The heck is that on the floor right there? That's nasty. Hold on. You got your happy face on? You want a treat? Okay, I'll get you one. Jilly says, it's treat time, Dad. Come on, Max, I'll get you some food while we're at it. Let's see here, Max. Savory chicken entree, that's all you got. You have to like it or not. Let me get some little guy a treat. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Come on, I'll get you some breakfast. Get it done. I'll be right back, guys. I'm feeding the animals real quick. Come on, Max. I know. I hear you. There you go. Enjoy. Well, I think I see you taking it streets. And it's, even though it's not too hot, it sure feels humid still. I know that. Now you gotta tell us about your finger, man. I was hoping I inspired you with a Bible verse or something. Let's see what. There's no gotta be more than 4 people, ain't there? See, we got Thompson's Outdoor, Giggy Gamer. Oh man, yeah, gnarly. I hate that. You don't feel. Man, dude. I've been so clumsy with knives recently. I feel you. Like slicing tomatoes and stuff. I sliced my fingers twice now. Fortunately, I'm aware of my clumsiness, so to speak, so I go slow. Did you have to get stitches? Ooh, that's like right across the back of the knuckle. Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. See, that's why I tell you watermelon's not safe. I don't eat it. I don't touch it. It's a dangerous, dangerous food that watermelon is. I knew there was a reason I didn't mess with watermelon. And most people cut those with big knives too, don't they? You know, great big long knife usually, something like that. And I bet the watermelon juice burned or, sting or whatever, because it would have been on the blade as it went through. Hmm. Yeah, I think you Thompson Outdoors. Hey, Benoit. Good morning, ladies. How are you? Getting ready for work? It's good to see you. We were discussing fishing for whiskers. Tried to cut part of their body off like I did. I'm gonna have to quit inspiring people to amputate body parts. A chef knife, yep. Butterfly. Did you do it or did you go get it done? I know doctors don't recommend it, but in a pinch, if you're like away somewhere and you can't get, or it's going to be a while to get you to the hospital, you can close a wound with super glue. It's going to burn, 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 but it will stop the bleeding if you have to. And I remember that new skin. I'm talking about new skin. I went and done a dirt bike race down in Florida one time, and raced on Tuesday, and then we were racing again on Thursday or Monday and Thursday. That's what it was. It was during bike week, and during the first race, the first day of the race, the first race I done, it rained, so my gloves got wet, and I got a big blister on the palm of my hand, on my throttle side. And the girl I was with, she said, "Well, because we was at the hotel that night, and the big blister, well, it had already popped because it was under the gloves and stuff, and the skin was all rolled up, and it was done. So I had a big bare spot right there. And she tells me about this stuff called new skin. Oh, did they? Yeah, see, super glue will work, but it burns. So I go get some of this new skin stuff for my palm, and I thought, well, I should probably try that out before we actually race in a couple of days. So in that blister, the spot was about that big around, right on a big part of my palm. Man, I put that stuff on there, and I'm telling you what, it started burning, and there's nothing you can do once you got it on there. You got to let it set or whatever, you know what I mean? And I was like, you didn't tell me it hurt. But yeah, man, new skin. Just remember that if you ever have to use it, if it's like to cover a blister spot or something, it is going to burn until it gets done, until it, sets, for lack of a better word, I guess. And then it didn't. The second race I done was a pretty long one through cross country of the woods called an enduro. It was like 100 miles through the woods, and by the time I got to the first gas stop, and because it was raining that day too, and I was changing gloves, and I pulled the glove off, and that stuff had came off already anyway. But I drove a long ways to race those two races, and they were on my bucket list, and I was going to by God race them regardless. Oh, I've left mine on like that before, Jody. It's okay. Is it a gas stove or electric? Nice electric tapes. I like that. And yeah, use a machine shop or whatever. I was actually in welding class. Me and the guy got in trouble for skipping school one day and had to stay after or come in like on a Wednesday night during the adult ed. And we were having a welding contest. Morning, Dave. And we had to cut these pieces of steel about like that. And they were about that thick. And we cut them with a torch, and then we had to grind them smooth to use for the welding contest. And the metal was getting hot, when you went to grind them. And the dude put a pair of welding gloves on. I was like, man, that's a bad idea, dude. Don't do that. About the time I got that out of my mouth, the glove caught and it pulled his finger into the grinding wheel and took off, like a 45 on the end of his finger. I was like, yeah, I tried to tell you that was bad. I want to know what the heck he's doing fixing pork chops at 11:30 at night when you got to get up in the morning and go to work. That's what I want to know. I mean, what you get? 3 hours of sleep? And was it you cooking them? And auto shuts off after 2 hours. Yeah. Was you cooking or was James cooking? Benoit, I know someone else that's done that actually. And if I remember correctly, I think they didn't notice it until it was too late or something. And it was in the meat or whatever. And so they had to, I think he sliced up like a pound and a half of ham or something. You know what I mean? And they had it on a thin slice. They wanted the slice shaved, I guess is what it's called. So it was shaving the tip of his finger off. We'll have to check that out. Thompson Outdoors and More. Are you the one they talk about that's just east of Watts Bar Dam? Is that you guys? that Jody and them always talk about? Because you know I get confused on stuff I don't know. Very cool. I'm gonna stop in there and see you sometime. My buddy's mom lives down Clark Range, kind of down that way, south of Jamestown there, and we're gonna come down there and go fishing. 3 miles east of Watts Bar Dam. Yep, that's the one. Yep, we'll stop in and see you when we're gonna probably go down and go fishing this fall. Because he said it wasn't real far from his mom's house. Oh, cool. How cool is that? Yeah, I need to get new ones made. Were a couple years old and I'm out. I think I had 150 or something to start out with, and they're all gone now. Yeah, I'll get with Bobcat. I'm gonna design new ones because the ones I got are like my logo there. Uh, when I text you, or up there at the top where it's pinned out or whatever, that's what my stickers were. I'm up in Indiana, way up in Indiana. But like I said, my best friend, actually the guy who owns the house that I'm sitting in right now, his mom, they live down in Clark Range. Clark Range, Tennessee. In fact, they're having a reunion. I'm wanting to say Labor Day weekend. And I got to remember to put Dad's respite in for that weekend so I can go down. Oh, yeah, I seen those. I'll probably pick one of them up actually when I come down for my mom. But yeah, we'll definitely come in. I, I will. I'll let you know. It'll probably be fall. It may even be late fall, depending on how things. I'm trying to get my father in a nursing home right now, and it's not going well. So far, I think I'm looking at the minimum of 60 days. And I'm like, well, what would happen if there was an emergency? What would you guys do with my father if, say, I was in a car wreck and was in the hospital? Captain Morgan, I'll talk like a pirate day. Bah, humbug. So I don't know what they. I mean, they're like, well, I don't know what would happen. I suppose they'd have to be put in the hospital and then taken to a nursing home. I'm like, okay. I said, what about contingencies for a caregiver who is by himself who has to have a surgery and needs someone to take care of his father while he recovers? Well, we don't really have a plan for anything like that, you know. Oh, I know what they said. Well, you could always put him in one and just, you would have to cover the expenses. I'm like, what's that? About $11,000 a month, you know? Yeah, here, I'll just write you a check for that out of my massive bank account. It just makes me know I'm not going to get that old. I can tell you that. To hell with that. I won't make my son go through this stuff because it's a pain in the butt, man. Captain Morgan, man, it's good to see you. I ain't seen you around in a while, if I remember correctly. I do forget things, though, so you know how that is. Where'd you go, Gabe Skywalker? Did you check out already? If you didn't, you said bye. I'm sorry, I missed it. Hey, No, there's nothing. You can't see nothing out there. It's dark. You gotta be kidding me. Had a thing on the one of the news shows last night, and it was like a computer graphic of an overhead view of Trump's head, right? And it showed the trajectory of the bullet before, and had he not turned his head, where it would have went, and it would have went right in beside his eye and out the back of his head. What are you barking at? Huh? There's no way you can see anything out there. It is dark except for the steps. What are you barking at? Huh? Is it your mission to drive me crazy today? Is that what your mission is? You knuckle brain? You wanna come up here and get on camera today? Come on. Come on, you'll come up here with me. Come on. No? Okay, fine. Go over and lay down with the big dog. Ah. Hey, Doc. What's up, man? It's good to see you, Doc. We have to make this the early morning breakfast club. The people from 5 to 6. Maybe 5 to 6:30 or something. Ah. That's what we'll do. There's some special stickers made up for the Bugman Morning Show early birds or something. And those of you that are in here since before, I was talking about 2 Timothy 3 1 to 17. If you can find the New International Version, read that Bible verse. Really interesting. As far as it almost nails. Early bird gets the night crawlers and gets the fish first. Exactly. Gets the best fishing spots. Good morning, Misplaced Country Girl. You fishing today, NJ? What's the weather like over there? I think it's in the 70s and so humid here you can cut the air with a knife. And that's not good for fat people like me. Good morning, Chris. Pleasant surprise this morning.
Morning, Buggy.
How are you, buddy?
Pretty good.
That'll work. I think it's raining here today. Or, well, it started sprinkling when the dogs came in. But I didn't have the weather on this morning because I was busy picking Dad up off the floor at 4 o'clock.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I was laying there and I heard a thud. Little guy jumped up and woke me up. The thud did, and after so long now I know what it is when I hear a thud.
Yeah.
I jumped up real quick. Let's see, partly cloudy, chance of a thunder shower, high in the low 80s. We don't need low 80s. We want mid 70s.
Morning, Dave. Morning, Jimmy G.
Not too big a
Morning,
risk
Miss
of rain,
Denise.
it looks like, actually.
Yeah, well, the rain that came through there yesterday, it missed us.
Yeah. Yeah. See. What was the highest percent chance I see is there's a 30. And then on through sunset time. Yeah, just a 30% chance, which, I think whenever it gets over 80 in the summertime, you got a chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Thompson.
See, it's going to be 81 today. Then tomorrow's high 76. That's cool. Friday, a high of 79. But the low, 54 and 57. Heck yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's like, hey, I'll get up in the middle of the night at 3 o'clock and go fishing.
Yeah.
I used to.
J-Dog wouldn't like me if I did that.
No, I done that. I got up a couple summers ago. It was real hot out. It was before Dad got bad. And I got up at like 3 in the morning. Drove up to Summit. I remember coming through the gate, a little guard shack there. And I was like, what on earth are you doing here? I said, well, I'm going fishing. He said, at 3 o'clock in the morning? I said, yeah, it's too hot at 3 in the afternoon.
Absolutely.
In fact, I think I was on Hog Leg show that morning. And I told him, I said, I'll be here till the sun comes up and gets over that tree right there. And then once it's above that tree, I'll be loaded up and headed to the house.
That's right.
Yeah, Thompson Outdoors and More said if you put your link to your channel, well, I don't know if he can because he's on StreamYard.
Yep.
So I don't think he can do that. Jody might be able to. She knows how to do stuff like that. If she's not driving.
Hey, it's okay, Thompson. I would share out my brother because that's where I'm at. I'm over all time over there on Eric's channel.
Yeah, that's true.
There's Miss Denise or Miss Rhonda. Miss Rhonda can do it.
Who's that? Fishing for
Fishing for
Whiskers?
whiskers. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, anybody that knows how to do it, by all means, go ahead and put it up there. I just don't know how to do that stuff.
I'm always if you see me, I'm always mostly fishing over on Eric's channel.
Yeah, but you still get a sub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. What kind of sub we talking about here? I'm a fat kid, you know.
Oh, I'm telling you, I ain't had a good sub sandwich in a while.
Jersey Mike's. That's where it's at.
I keep hearing about that. I'm gonna have to stop in there and try that sometime.
I like the fire department one too. I don't remember what it's called. I like it, but
Firehouse subs. See, we used to have one of them around here. It's gone now.
it's pretty expensive. But some of the money it goes back into the
Yeah.
fire department. So.
Yep. I know. A lot of the dirt bike racers and stuff eat at Chipotle
Oh, yeah. Oh, good
because you
lord.
can actually get the stuff that you would normally have in like a burrito or whatever, but you can get it in a bowl where
Yep.
you're not getting the bread, the carbs from the bread or whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The
These are
burrito
guys
bowl.
that,
Yep.
that can run triathlons and stuff.
Thank you, Miss Rhonda. Yeah, I see all the rains down there in Cincinnati.
Visit?
Yeah.
Hmm. And they're by J Dog then.
Yeah, he's not going fishing. I heard Chad couldn't make it, so
Chad Fields?
no. Polar Bear Chad.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because Polar Bear Chad was supposed to go fishing with Dog tomorrow morning, and he ain't gonna be able to. There's my cootie, Jody.
Thompson Outdoors, believe me, if you learn 3 of them, you're ahead of me because I am so horrible with names. That's why I just stick with the YouTube names because I just don't. My brain is fried when it comes to remembering names for some reason.
Yeah, it's hard to remember everybody's names, but I always remember the OGs peoples.
Yeah.
Everybody from the.
Well, I never knew Hogleg's name was Steve until the other week when he came in here. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah,
And
I
the
was gonna,
funny part is Steve West, which one of my best friends in elementary school, his older brother was named Steve, and their last name was West.
yeah. It's like Jody, her name ain't Jody, right?
No, no idea.
Nope, her name is not Jody.
Really?
Yep.
It's awful early. Are you messing with me, or is that true?
Nope, I'm not messing with you.
Really? I did
Yep.
not know that neither.
Thank you, Miss Rhonda.
Huh.
I'm not gonna tell you what her name is, but yep.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to come to your bait shop. I keep hearing about it now. When I come down there, I'm not even going. I'm going to definitely wait to get bait until I get down there now,
Oh
just
yeah.
so I got a reason to go to your bait shop.
Yep.
3 miles east of the Watts Bar Dam.
Oh yeah. Everybody knows it.
Hmm.
Yep, that's right, Miss Rhonda. I appreciate that.
I'm going to put make that a headline on the show one day. Thompson's Outdoors and More, 3 miles east of the Watts Bar Dam, and I'll have it up there on the top.
Hey, everybody does it, so.
Well, it makes it so easy to remember. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it's definitely helpful for a guy like me that ain't from around there that wants to come down and go fishing. And now I know at least I got a place to go get bait and stuff.
Oh yeah. He said, "God, I'm good."
Yes, that would be the ticket.
Captain Morgan. Good morning, buddy.
Yep, that would be the ticket. Thompson's Outdoor and More, 3 miles east of the Wattsboro Dam, as seen on Pontoon Jody's Friday Night Live or something like that.
Yeah, her real name's Cootie.
Cootie, you are so bad. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, she probably just about wrecked.
Yeah, but she better slow down. I'm telling you right now, Jody, slow down. I guarantee you're speeding right now.
There's Uncle John Euler.
Hey, what up, John? My name ain't Pontoon either. I
Yeah,
like that.
there's a lot of people in here that has names that's not their real name.
Yeah, yeah. Except for me.
Well, you're Bug Man. People
That's
know you
right.
as Buggy. You know,
That's right.
they don't.
Everybody here knows me as that around here.
It's like J Dog. You know, that's not his real
Yeah.
name.
No. Where are you at, John Oil? Are you driving? Or are you waiting to load or something?
God knows he ain't out fishing because he didn't know how to do that. Oh, wait. He don't crack on me. He always cracks on Eric. So I'm the good nephew.
Oh, that's cool. He's going to have a booth at CatCon this year, fishing for prizes, and half the proceeds go to the gathering. That's very cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I had my camp spot the very first year they had it, and I think that was the year Dad got diagnosed with cancer, actually, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And that was good. He got diagnosed in May of that year, I think.
Yeah, I that one first year I wanted to go, so that would have been the greatest time to go. I know they had
Yep.
the rainstorm and everything, but you had Zach out there running barefoot, helping everybody try to nail down their tents. You had Jody over there snoring like crazy, according to Kenny.
Yep, that's the one I had a camp spot reserved and paid for, and I forget I let somebody know that I wasn't going to be there, and that spot was paid for, and somebody could have it or whatever, But I don't know
Yeah,
if I ever used it or not.
yeah,
Didn't know many people at that time.
yeah. Everybody's pretty great.
You're at work, huh? And you didn't speed. I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to question that.
yep. I knew that. Jody is their nickname.
Hmm.
I told you it's Cootie. Yeah, the bad part about the gathering is, well, Daryl's there.
I think he would be a ball to go
Oh,
fishing with, man.
yeah. If
You
y'all
know,
met, yeah,
I
he,
do. I think he would be so much fun to go fishing with.
yeah. Now he comes off rough, but
Oh,
he's
he's
a
good people, man, and he's
he's a
fun. Like
hoot.
I said, first time I ever seen him, he had a chicken head on.
Yeah, big old country boy. That's him.
Boy, yeah, he's a big one, and he had that chicken head thing over his head at CatCon.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Josh should get a percentage of the proceeds for the advertising on that. He designed it. Yeah, yeah, it makes it easy. Yeah, you definitely need shirts printed up like that with maybe the name in the front of the shop, and on the back of the shirt have it say 3 miles east of the Watts Bar Dam.
Hmm.
That would work actually.
Yeah. Or you just get a hold of Jody and she can get you some bait.
Oh yeah, but I still want to go buy and get a T-shirt and stuff from the
Oh
bait shop.
yeah.
The
No.
sticker.
Yeah. Help them out. I get that.
Yep,
Go in, introduce yourself.
yep. I got a muddy water shirt down J Dog's last time.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't really afford it, but I got one because I had to have one. I wish I'd have got a hat now though, so that gives me something to get the next time I go down.
Absolutely.
Where I hate to go down there in August though; it'd be so hot.
I know with
Hey,
me,
what weekend is that thing?
I believe, shoot, it's Eric's birthday week is when we're going down there. So I think it's like the end of the month.
Yeah, that tells me like but the end of the month is funny though because
I, yeah,
the first weekend of August is like the second and third, I think. I
you'd
was
have to,
looking at the calendar a little bit ago.
you'd have to ask Eric or J Dog. I don't really know.
Yeah, no
I
worries.
just go along with the guys.
I'm with you. I don't plan neither. I let everybody else make plans and I just
I'm,
cruise.
yeah, I'm just happy to be there.
Yeah, the first weekend of August is the third and fourth, actually, because the first is on Thursday, the second's Friday, and mom and dad's pain pump appointments are that day.
Right.
And then,
He's Eric. He's still in bed. He's got his DTA or whatever the heck that driver's thing he's got today.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it a physical or?
Yeah, it's all that kind of dumb stuff that he's got to do because he drives that truck.
Yep. Pee in the cup's the most important one they want. Mhm.
Retired Rick. Yep, today is hump day.
Retired Rick kept saying West.
West. Yeah, he's telling you go somewhere else.
I'm dyslexic. I could see that happening with me too.
Yeah, I told you that Rick, he a wild man. I tell you all.
Yes. I
Morning, Uncle
just
Lou.
throw it out there like Bob would. Oh, you know the thing.
Yeah. Morning, Uncle Lou. Aunt Mindy, if you're out there, good morning.
Lulu, morning, buddy.
Whatever.
Whatever. Whatever.
Because I'm like Dave Rustic. Yeah, I got to see my cardiologist today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just a checkup. Ain't nothing. I'll be in and out of there hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully
Yeah,
he's right.
got my early appointment, so that's why I said, "Oh shoot, I'll come up on Bug Man's while I can."
Yeah. You know the worst part about going for my consultation with the surgeon, it take me an hour and a half to get there. It's in
Mm-hmm.
Indy. Yeah, maybe not an hour and a half, but about that with me driving. But it'll take me longer to find a parking place than it will be in there talking to the doctor. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
So I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to drive to Indy to only be in there for a short time, which that's where I used to go when I lived in Noblesville anyway. It's really crowded at all times there at the one in Indy.
I didn't realize how big Indy is. Indy's
Yeah, it's a
pretty.
pretty good sized town.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a shame it's downtown, man. When I first moved to Noblesville,
Yeah.
been what, maybe 2099, thereabouts, something like that. Well, downtown Indianapolis was happening, dude. I mean, it was a destination. People would go and hang out. You could walk around the streets. It was safe. All kinds of bars and restaurants
Hmm.
with outdoor seating and stuff. And
Not anymore.
yeah, I was gonna say I'm not real sure I'd go walk around down there anymore. But boy, when I for about probably 15 years, I'd say we'd go down for like Supercross or something, and
Mm,
you could walk from the Lucas Oil Stadium over to the circle, which was maybe a mile or so.
yeah.
And then when they had the Super Bowl and they had it all set up downtown, that was very cool, actually. They had so much stuff and bands, and it was really cool.
I would I would think that'd be pretty cool to go watch. I mean, I'm not a Colt fan by any means, but
Yeah.
I'd love to go see my Steelers whoop up on them.
Well, we might do that then.
I think that'd be pretty cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, my Steelers ain't a great team, but I know they'd beat the Colts.
I was going to say, yeah, you better do it quick because we may actually build a team again someday.
You got to keep that quarterback healthy.
Well, you got to have a line to do that. That's
Oh, you guys got some decent line members there.
Yeah, that's what you had to wait to rebuild a line. That's
Oh, yeah.
when they got Manning, they built the line before they got him, so
Oh,
they knew they'd be able to protect him.
that's right. You got to protect the president.
Exactly. Not all guys can dodge bullets.
No, and when he goes in the Hall of Fame, he better dag blast it go as a Colt, not as a
Oh
Bronco.
yeah, he has to go in as a Colt. Well, he retired a Colt. I think he came back and went active for one day and retired.
Man, well, you know how some of them guys are. They'll
Yeah.
retire because I won a Super Bowl on that team and not the team that
Well,
drafted me. No, you're a
yep.
freaking Colt, dude.
Well, him and Ursay talked, and his contract renewal was coming up or whatever. And Ursay was good enough to tell him, man, if you want another Super Bowl, you're probably going to have to find a team that's on the cusp of going to one, and all they're lacking is a quarterback. He said because by the time we rebuild, it'll be too late.
Yeah,
So even though he left Indianapolis, actually was kind of a mutually agreed upon thing.
right.
In order for him to get another ring, he had to go somewhere else.
With the money, he cost a
Yep.
lot because you're paying one guy pretty much
Yep.
half the money. It's like,
Yep.
ugh. And then I told Eric, I said I didn't think Luck was going to
Mhm.
retire that fast, but
Yeah, he was a bust.
Luck was good.
He was a bust.
Luck was good. You guys just had a freaking superstar, and you guys didn't. Everything
Yeah.
else was underneath. Peyton.
Hmm. Yeah, we had a once in a generation
Yep.
star. I mean, he was. You got to give him credit though, man. He was always prepared.
Oh yeah.
He
Omaha, Omaha.
he lived and breathed that, man. I mean, that's what they said that he would be in watching film when everybody else was going home.
Yep. I always thought he'd be a great coach.
Yeah. Well, maybe not because trying to find people with his work ethic would be hard, and he would get frustrated. Like I become a supervisor before I, quit the cable industry, and I couldn't do it because after about a month I was going nuts. Because all you get done is not yelling, but getting on to people because they don't have a work ethic and they half-ass everything.
Right.
And I'm like, if I got to go back and check everything you do, I might as well go there and do it myself,
Yeah.
instead of paying you.
Well, at least he could have done is come up and be an announcer. He's got to be better than that Tony Romo. I can't. Ugh.
Yeah, no doubt. Mhm.
I mute it. I get where I'll just mute it and then I'll listen to the Steelers on the radio
Yep. Yep.
because I
That's what
can't.
I do. Yeah.
Now people sit there
Right.
and they make fun of me because I'll listen to Chris Collinsworth.
Yep.
I'd rather listen to him and than Tony Romo. I can't stand Tony Romo.
I haven't watched an NFL game since the kneeling thing. Not even one.
Oh, I always watch McMillan. It's like
No, I can't. I just the principle of it being a vet that just rubs me so wrong. That
the
did, and
Brent.
I would, to even consider supporting that as a
Oh
league
yeah, yeah.
is
I
like
no, I
bullshit.
understand. Yeah, it's like I've been following the Brendan Ayuk or however you say his name is, the wide receiver out of San Francisco
Yep.
that the Steelers might trade for him. That way, I can call Aunt Mindy or Uncle Lou and say, "Yeah,
Misplaced country girl. If I was close, I'd be coming over to help you pick some of them tomatoes.
I believe Ernie Brown is looking for tomatoes."
God, I know I don't have any. My neighbor brought some over last year, so maybe he'll bring some over.
Hut, hut, good
He's
down
down
the
the
right
right
side
side.
line. Just sub Curtis. Appreciate that, Thompson.
Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds.
Yeah, we need a wide receiver to go with Pickens. But I know there's a lot of people that don't want to talk foosball.
Yeah.
So that's why I
College
did
foot, college football starts soon, and they're just going to have to
in the
deal
month.
with the fact on Mondays we'll be talking college football, even though it's a fishing show.
Yep, end of the month. This Hog Leg did the same thing.
Well, that depends on how Notre Dame does on Saturday. So if they have a
Oh,
bad
don't worry.
season,
If I'm here or Eric's here, we're talking the Buckeyes, the Ohio State University.
yeah, but we can mute you guys. It's easy enough.
Hey, I just go over top of you.
Well, we could start it out as the year that Ohio State changes coaches.
Yeah,
or the last year that so and so's the coach.
yeah. If Day loses to that team up north this year, he is done.
Yeah.
Pick up Brown again. You guys ruined him. Concussions ruined him.
Foosball is the devil.
See,
It's a
that's what I'm talking
foosball.
about. A lot of people don't
Foosball
like
is the
talking about. Hey,
devil.
the All-Star game was last night in baseball.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep, the American League won. That Japanese guy or whatever, he hit a home run last night, a 3-run dinger for the
Really?
National League. Yep, can't remember what his name is. I'll look it up real quick. Shawnee Otani, I think that's how you say his name.
Shawnee O'Tony, the
He's a
Irish
two.
guy.
No, he's the Japanese guy. He's the Asian guy.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. You said that.
Two.
Shawnee O'Tony.
He's a two-way player. He pitches and he hits. He's kind of like
Yeah.
Babe Ruth.
Yep.
But the American League won 3-5 or 5-3. I mean, I had
Kind
that
of
backwards.
like Bo and Dion. They crossover. I don't think you'll ever see that again.
Bo Jackson was Bo. He was
Bo
good.
was bad.
Bo was a bad dude.
Yeah, he was.
Jody says football sucks. AWOL bash Nate.
Yeah, I agree. It ain't as good as fishing.
Hey, me and Eric, we sit out there and watch football while we're fishing.
Yep. Yep. I start every Saturday during college football season at 9 a.m. college game day, and it's like, man, don't even bother me till noon. I don't care what you say, what you wanted. I don't want to hear it.
40,
College game day's
45
on.
days. 45 days to the Ohio State football
Yep.
game.
As far as I'm concerned, I can't hear you until noon on Saturday.
Oh, I'd love college game day.
Yeah, me too.
Oh man, that I told Eric, I said that coach is going to get replaced by the Alabama guy. I
Saban?
yeah, I knew exactly Corso was going to get replaced by him because Corso's got to step down because he's getting old and fragile. He can't.
Yeah.
He's but ain't nothing like college football in the morning. Fired up, get to
Well,
go.
you gotta like Saban's integrity. He said when they implemented the portal, it ruined college football, and
And
he
it
didn't
is.
want to do it no more.
It is.
Yeah.
Uncle Lou and does Tennessee River sucks.
Good call, Jody.
And then Jody says, "You know what sucks more than football? Wrestling for you, Uncle Will."
Yeah, that poor young girl. Yeah, she has a
She was
drinking problem. I guess she's
that
gonna
was
go into
horrible.
rehab. Yeah, she stepped on it big time, man.
That was worse than Roseanne Barr.
Yeah, she was drunk. I seen an article about it yesterday, and I don't think she probably doesn't realize how vast the audience for the baseball All Star game is.
Yeah, and
You
then
know that.
messing up that song.
Yeah,
you,
especially at a baseball game.
you don't mess around with that song.
Exactly. You
Whitney
know.
Houston sung it the best to me.
Oh yeah, bar none. One of the best renditions there'll ever be.
I thought she was a beautiful woman.
She was until Bobby Brown got a hold of her and got her hooked on crack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought
she was bad back at the beginning when she made the videos. Do you want to dance? Don't you want to
you want to
dance with
dance.
somebody? Yeah, she was
Yes,
smoking.
I do.
Yeah,
I thought her and Kevin Costner was gonna,
yep. I
'cause he says that was the love of his life.
when they had I was in the army in Germany and I
Hey,
had
Stuart.
co-ed barracks and there was two girls, black girls across the hall from me. And this was before Whitney Houston hit it big or
Yep.
whatever, but they had older Whitney stuff. And I'd always hear, man, she got pipes, boy. I tell you, that girl got pipes like you can't imagine. I go, what do you guys listen to? Oh, it's Whitney Houston. You'll see. I'm like, okay. But yeah, her rendition of the national anthem definitely propelled her to a whole different level.
Oh yeah, she was. She did that. That is bad to the bone. All the other ones are trying to copy her, but there'll never be another.
Yep. But yeah, she looked so good. Whitney looked really good in her early videos on MTV, and then Bobby Brown ruined it. I bet her family wanted to kill him.
And then they had a kid,
Yeah,
and she had
they had a
issues.
reality show for a while.
Oh yeah,
It was a train wreck. You seen that train wreck coming. Like which one dies first?
yeah. Unfortunately, it looks like Uncle Lou and Pontoon Jody likes watching wrestling.
Yeah, yeah, they definitely like some wrestling. As
That's what
opposed
I'm.
to wrestling like they do in college, or wrestling like they do on TV.
Yeah, that's what I'm gathering here from watching the chat there.
Yeah, yeah,
There's old Stewart.
yeah.
He whispers to fish. I hear.
Kind of hard to do underwater.
Well, Stewart does it.
Hmm.
I'm a big old sports junkie guy. I like it.
Yeah. The only one. I'm a dirt bike racing junkie and always have been. You can show me a picture of a dirt bike and I can probably tell you what year it is just by looking at it. But
Am I reading that right? Uncle Lou says he wants to get his oil checked.
I think he did actually. Paperwork checkers.
Yeah, wrestling back in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s was good.
Oh, yeah, my high school was huge. It was ranked number one or two in the state in wrestling every year I was there.
Yep.
Yeah, it and actually the school that the district I'm sitting in right now, they were the two powerhouses at the time throughout the mid '70s to the mid '80s.
Yeah, you can always tell the wrestlers.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah,
always had the cauliflower ears. Hope I'm saying that right.
yep, cauliflower ears.
Yeah. They didn't necessarily have to be big dudes, but their ears, because the way they are, and they
Yep,
didn't have. If I remember right, they didn't have the what's it called, the headgear
headgear.
stuff
Yeah.
back in the day. So every time their ears would get bent, they'd look like Jody's.
Hmm.
Whoops. A tombstone pile driver. Yeah, that's outlawed. You can't do tombstone no more. Because some of these guys don't know how to do it correctly and they'll break your freaking neck.
Hmm. I want to go see midget wrestling. Maybe nude oil wrestling midgets. There you go. You got to pay extra for that one though.
Yeah.
That's only at PTs in Indy.
Yeah. Oh, kind of like that movie Stripes with John Candy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High school ball will be starting here in a little over a month. Woohoo! That's right, Uncle Lou. It's already starting up here.
Yeah, I think I've seen the neighbor's kid or whatever come home
They already
carrying
got
his beer.
yeah, they've already got practices going. I was gonna say there for a second. I thought Stewart said he wanted to see men mud wrestling. I said, "Ooh, that a little weird there, Stewart." But yep, sports is getting ready to start up. Like Buggy was saying earlier, the
Yep.
weather's Weather's starting to slowly come back down.
Right now, we're just in a what I call the dead zone. The only thing that we have right now, as far as I'm concerned, is I have motocross racing on Saturdays. Other than that, I don't care about baseball or the NBA or nothing. None of
NBA, yeah, no, I'm huge. I Michael Jordan, and back then that was it. And then NBA, nothing for me.
that. Yeah,
I can watch like the college and stuff like that. Like
there'll never be another era. You went from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Dr. J,
Larry Bird.
and you flew right into the next generation was Bird and Magic Johnson, and then it flowed into Michael Jordan. And
Yep.
in my opinion, those three generations right there are the greatest ever in professional basketball. You know what I mean? As
Mm-hmm.
far as excitement and you know fan appeal and stuff. I mean, I couldn't tell you who plays for anybody right now. LeBron James about the only name I know. But
Indeed.
everybody knew, who Magic and Larry Bird were, or
Oh
who
yeah,
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was. That was the golden
Indiana.
era. And I don't care what anybody says. Michael Jordan is the all-time greatest ball player there ever was. I don't care. I
Yep,
don't care what
I agree.
nobody says. I mean,
Yes.
nobody played. I don't know. His talent was unbelievable.
Well, they don't play defense like they used to.
No,
So that's another thing. Michael Jordan, he can hit the three, he can dunk, he can play defense.
could take a game over and win it single-handedly.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. He had Scottie Pippen, Tony Kukoc.
Yep.
He had guys around him. But think about it. He also made them better
Oh yeah, 100%. Yep.
because when he went to baseball, which I don't, he should have never done that. And
Yeah.
then
No, I agree.
he come back to basketball. He went to the Wizards, the Washington
Yep.
Wizards,
Yeah, it was over by
and
then. He jumped his shark after
but
that.
he made that team better, and he was
Oh
what, in
yeah,
his
yeah,
late 40s or something, but he
yep.
still made that better.
And then you had the Pacers era with Reggie Miller and stuff. That was a good era, man.
Kurt Hendrick, yeah,
With them and the New York Knicks, that was always a good series.
yeah. I always, I don't know why, but I like the Thugs up there in Detroit.
Yep. Stockton and Malone. Yep. That was a good combo.
Carl Malone, he the mailman.
Then I actually seen a good documentary on the Detroit Pistons.
Oh yeah, they were
I
thugs.
can't say I was a big fan of them at the time. I respected them, and Isaiah Thomas played for Indiana University, but
Yeah,
Bill Laimbeer and them guys were just, you know, he was like a hockey enforcer in a basketball jersey.
yep. I didn't know that Michael Jordan was big into car racing.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know that until like here recently. He went and bought a NASCAR team.
yeah, yeah. Him and what's his name, number 11,
Denny Hamlin,
Denny Hamlin. Yep,
which they're going to be
and
here.
Bubba Wallace drives for him too.
Ugh, yuck.
Yeah,
Can't
they
can't stand Bubba. Used to like him, but can't stand him now.
yeah. The only thing I care about is how they do on the track. Anything else, I don't give a shit about.
Yeah, I'll get a lot of flack, but I'm Kyle Mother effing Bush. That's my boy.
I've been a Blaney fan before he started winning, so
Yeah, well, Dale Earnhardt, senior.
yeah,
He was the man. I like Terry Labonte,
yeah.
Tony Stewart. I'm not a Jeff Gordon guy because if you're an Earnhardt guy, you are not a Jeff Gordon guy.
Oh yeah, no, it's two different camps.
Yeah,
Always would
no,
be.
yeah,
Yeah,
nope.
and then it was always kind of
Eddie,
stretching the truth when they said that Jeff Gordon grew up in Indiana. No, he didn't. He lived in Pittsburgh until he was X amount of years old. Not and then they moved out west or something.
yeah,
He didn't really grow up in Indiana.
he's more of a California guy.
Yeah, yeah,
He a little fella. You ever meet
yep,
him?
yep,
I
yep.
didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them NASCAR guys are just little dinky guys. I'm like, dang.
Kind of like horse racing, man. There's the
See, I
smaller
never.
they are, the
Yeah.
lighter they are.
Yeah. Stewart. Now I don't like the second one. Dick Trickle. That was always funny. Dick Trickle. Yeah.
Monsters from Moron Mountain.
Harry Gant.
Dick Trickle, yeah, I always got a kick out of that. I always thought about that. And I thought, yeah, man, maybe I'll get some penicillin for that. Just saying.
The car racing was better back then. If Dale was still alive, I don't think we'd have this stupid stage racing.
No.
I can't stand the stage racing. Like Kyle Busch keeps saying, they don't want to listen. The stage racing, there's no.
Well, I think there's too many road courses. I hate them. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
NASCARs aren't made to run on the road.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Don't turn Charlotte into a road course.
Yeah.
Don't turn Daytona into a road course.
Yeah, they're going back to the Oval and Indy this year. It's probably be the last year for them, I imagine.
That's this weekend too.
Yeah.
I feel Kyle Busch is going to win this weekend. I think he's about to bring Richard Childress back out of the hole.
Yep.
Uncle Lou. I think it's like the 4th or 5th game into the season we play the Iowa Hawkeyes.
45 days. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. Like I said, the lower level college football teams, the division, whatever they're called, they should be starting at the end of this month. Training camp for like the professional football teams, they're getting ready to start.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here, Skywalker, with that.
Hey, what's up, Gabe? You creeper, you.
He said, "Go Dogs!
Go Dogs!
This ain't the Boar's Nest. Get out of here with that.
Go Irish!
Go Bucks! A team up north still sucks. I don't care if they're national champions or not. They still suck."
Yep.
Lou said, "Well, now I'm going to call you. We're going to do play-by-play together." Right? You see that? That's bull crap.
What a shitty call.
No, that was an excellent call. Them refs are effing blind. No, they got the contact.
All right. We'll see you, man, and we'll. I look forward to the opportunity when I get over down there to stop in and see you guys for sure.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, I'll be 3 miles east of the Watts Bar Dam. You can't miss it.
Yeah, don't go west. Don't be listening to Rick.
Yeah, don't go west. You'll be going the wrong way.
Yeah. Y'all get a chance, tune in to Rick tonight. He's he's pretty good.
Who's that?
Wild Man Rick.
Oh, retired man Rick.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I call him Wild Man.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
What's up, Viking?
There he is. I've been waiting for this fella.
I ain't seen him for a few days.
How you been?
I've been
buddy?
having to get to work super early.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was going to put an APP out for you.
Well, I'm having to get dropped off at work. I'm at work right now. Nobody's here. I'm waiting on people to get here.
Yep.
I wasn't supposed to be here for another hour.
That's all right. Shame you can't get in your truck and hit the clock and start getting paid, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, when you're having a bum rides to work, you have to get here when you can.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's daylight out, but at least you're there, man. That's all that matters, brother. Hang in there.
Yeah, think of the other people. They wouldn't even attempt to try to do what you're doing.
Hard work always pays off in the long run. It always does. There's no way that it doesn't. Hard work will pay off in the long run. It may be a bitch while you're doing it, but eventually the rewards are there. I'm a firm
I
believer.
know, me and Skip looked at my car. It's not total. I've got to replace the whole front clip and the radiator.
You had a wreck?
Do I?
Did you have a wreck?
I hit a deer running 60.
Oh, you're kidding me. I didn't know that.
Happened last Thursday. About
Skywalker, there's different kinds of hard work, and you do hard work. Don't let nobody kid you. I know.
If you
I
listen
see
to
the fruits of your
yeah,
labor.
I would say, Buggy, if you listen to John from Small Water Charters, he says Gabe does hard work.
There
I'm
are
just glad.
different kinds of hard work.
I'm just glad you're okay, buddy.
Yep. Me
yeah,
too.
it scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, I hit one once about 6 in the morning in a brand new company van. It makes a noise like you'd never heard before, doesn't it?
I didn't even know what I hit.
Me neither. That's same thing with me. All I could think of is, man, I hope that wasn't a human I just hit.
That would
That's the
Dude,
first
same
thing in my
thing.
head.
Like until the
Yep.
next morning when I got home.
Yep.
From the time I got home to the next morning, I went out there and looked at the car. I didn't know what I'd hit until I pulled deer hair out of the grill.
I'll be back, Buggy.
All right, man. Yeah, the one I hit, I might have drank a little bit back in them days, but I was headed to work early in the morning and had been out the night before. And when I hit it, I never seen it. And fortunately, it killed it instantly when I hit it. I literally center punched him with the front of a brand new full size van, work van. And I pulled over and started walking back, and all I could think is, God, please don't let me see a person laying in that ditch.
That was me, 100%. I was like, it came across. I never seen it come across the front of my car, and I hit it on the driver's side. And I never seen it because it knocked out my headlights as soon as I hit it. It shorted my headlights out.
Yeah.
So I got out. I looked around for it, couldn't find it to try to figure out if it was a deer or not. So I got in the car and put on my flashers, and I drove real slow home in the dark with no headlights.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting there talking to Amanda. I'm like, I really hope I didn't hit somebody.
Yeah.
Because we've had, on my way to work, we've had somebody, I guess it was two crackheads or something, were arguing, a man and a woman, and a man shoved a woman out in front of our car one day.
No shit.
And luckily it was a 2-lane, and we were able to swerve and miss her.
Yeah, that's real scary right there.
So that thought is always in the back of my head. So yeah, I thought I didn't know what I hit, and I was really hoping it wasn't a person. Until I found the deer hair, I was worried. I was checking the news to see if there was a hit and run on a person. I was checking what's going on in Athens, Alabama, see if there was a hit and run on a person.
Yeah. I know my hands shook for probably 25 minutes after it happened.
Oh, I gripped my steering wheel so hard when I hit that I busted my right in the bend of my fingers. I busted that open.
Oh, goodness gracious.
But I got to see the deer the next day laying about 100 yards from where I hit him against the wood line. He was a big, big buck. And of course, somebody done took his horns.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
when I hit him, he popped up and took off running and died about 100 yards from where I hit him. That's why I didn't find him.
Oh, yeah, yeah. My baby mama makes a noise you ain't heard when she's hungry. Oh, goodness. Yep.
I doubt we got a full day of work today because it's supposed to start raining around like 12 o'clock.
Yeah, it looks like, outside it just looks like one of them days that you could get rain all day, but it didn't really say too much in the forecast. Didn't have a high percentage of it, so it may just gonna be cloudy all day, which I'm okay with. It keep the temperature down some. Mm-hmm. The wheat. Oh goodness, and it's only Wednesday.
Oh, no, I want to bed.
I'll be ready for a nap by noon. No doubt in my mind.
Shoot, I found a donor car last night, same year. Instead of being white like mine is, it's silver, but
Yeah.
it has a blown up motor. They just won't message me back how much they want for the whole car.
Oh yeah. Well, I got a call over at Tom Cherry Muffler and make an appointment to take the Buick in and get the exhaust put on it. And then I got to make an appointment with Cooper Tire to go in and get the new tires put on. And then I got to take it to General Motors. What's that?
That was my radio going
Oh,
off.
but
One of the other planes is already fired up and going.
it's be real easy to drop $4,000 on a used car. I was like, man, I'd be better off just selling this thing and selling the Ford and taking the money I got and buying something else, something newer,
Yeah, I mean, right now I've got two vehicles in the driveway that are paid for. That are, one smacked a deer and the other one's got a blown head gasket.
Oh,
I told Amanda, I was like, I'm about to put the Fiesta in the shop and start working on the Chrysler. Whichever one's done first is done first.
yep. I don't know about Chrysler, man. I had my girlfriend's daughters. Both of them had Chrysler Sebring convertibles in high school, and I had to work on them, keep them running through high school. And some of them were some of the engineering stuff. I was like, man, what the hell were you guys thinking? But they were pretty cool little cars, you know.
Yeah, it was something to get us going on the road.
That's it.
Because I
Dude,
went a long time without having a vehicle.
yeah, when Justin was first born, I bought a Datsun B210 wagon off a friend of the family for $150, but it ran. I'm like, and that's all that mattered. And then I was working at the cable company during the day and the gas station at night then, and ended up buying an old 69, 70 Chevy pickup. And I didn't know it. I had to replace the gasket. It was a straight 6-cylinder motor. Remember, I'm talking about 3-speed on the column. Had the big long tappet cover on the top. I'd always had to replace the gasket on it. But it was easy to work on, man. You could go in and adjust the valves on it, just climb up in there and sit down. Nowadays, you can't do anything but plug a thing in and let it tell you what's wrong. And usually with me, if something, it's always a sensor or something nowadays, and it's always the one that's the hardest to get to. It's on the top of the transmission behind the firewall or something. Where that's what I'm wondering about on the Buick because, and I never thought about the gas cap thing till J Dog brought it up. And when you go to put gas in it, if the motor's running and you open the gas cap to put the nozzle in, well, it starts idling down and running rough. But if you shut the motor off and fill it up with gas, when it goes to start, it turns over and over and over for a long time to the point you got to shut it off and do it again. Then it usually starts. I have no idea what's causing it. but because the exhaust has a leak in it, I can't really run the codes on it until I get the exhaust fixed first. Because it's going to pop different codes for exhaust sensors. Someone said something about it being the catalytic converter being clogged, and I'm like, man, please don't tell me that.
Yeah, dude, that crap always sucks. I remember Dad had a car with a catalytic converter clogged.
Yep,
If I'm not mistaken, he just took a piece of rebar and shoved through it.
yep. Well, it used to be back in the day when things were different here when they had the factories and stuff. I mean, you could go into an exhaust shop and they would, is one of your buddies you went to high school with or whatever, and he'd just go in there and cut the damn thing out. But you just can't do that stuff anymore.
That was back before a random stranger would show up in your yard and cut it off for you.
Exactly, before someone come by and help you out. Yeah, no doubt. Hell, now they're selling, metal like rebar, metal bar stock welded up cages and stuff to go over them so they can't cut them out. And then I think I seen one car where they moved them all the way up right out of the exhaust manifold, and then it would go down a little bit and then it'd be inside the engine compartment so you couldn't get to it no more. Boy, it'd be something come out of work some morning or some night or evening, get in your car and turn it on, all of a sudden it's real loud and you're like, what the?
That'd piss you off.
Yeah.
I bet my brother Eric, he'd drop a few F-bombs.
Oh, I probably would too. Especially knowing what, like, first off, buying the converter ain't going to be cheap, and then having someone weld it up in there for you.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I'm about to drop down. Somebody just showed up.
All right, man, holler at us.
Yep. Good hearing from you, Zach.
Yep. Good to see you out
Nice
there
talking to
getting it,
y'all
man.
too.
Yep. Nobody
I'll
tells
talk.
you I'm proud of you out there hustling, brother. I tell you that. Getting up early to get to work and stuff.
Absolutely.
Yep, you win my heart for stuff like that. I like ambition.
Well, anybody that knows me personally knows that I'm always got to hustle in somewhere making
Yeah. Yeah.
making extra money.
Yep. You and J Dog both, man.
It's
Oh,
either reptiles, aquarium fish. Here lately, I've been breeding aquarium fish.
Yeah.
yeah.
We don't want to know about your other hustle.
I've always got some kind of side hustle going on
Townhouse.
top of something else.
I mean, if all else fails, you got to go resort back to that.
You can always fall back on that hustle. It's the oldest profession in the world.
Yep.
But
How
I'll
you
talk
doing,
at y'all
Kevin?
later.
Good to see you, buddy.
Later, Zach.
Later.
There's Kevin, Palmetto Cat.
Yep. Yep. That's what I said. It's good to see him this morning. Got one of the nicest pontoons in the catfishing community. I know that.
Yep. I'm glad to hear he's all right.
What was that?
Zach.
Turn.
Definitely. I knew he hit that deer because you know how them deer are right now. They like playing Frogger with cars.
Yep. I seen a bunch. When I come back from fishing the last time, I think I counted 7 or 8 I seen that evening coming home, just before dark.
Hey, Keith, Doc Reed, good morning.
What's in the shop? Oh, is it your pontoon or your car?
Pontoon.
Is it? What you haven't done to it? I can't believe it got daylight on me. I wasn't paying attention.
Yep.
Time is it?
Almost 7. 55 after right now.
The heck, upcoming earnings. I ain't earning nothing. Heck.
I think we have to grow our hair out like he's got his hair. And
Who's that?
Zach, that's how we can get a side hustle going.
Yep. I'm too old for a side hustle nowadays, man.
Morning, Mr. Chad.
Let's see. On this day, July 17th. Let's see. There's my smoke. Yeah, my whole WR250.
Your buddy, Mr. Chadwick, came in there, Buggy.
Oh, yeah, here. I got a thing up on the window. Hold on. Well, good morning, Chad. Oh, Kevin, I remember you saying something about you thought you had a leak the last time you was fishing live. I think you said something about that.
Hired here, G7, a golden trim, polished, and a good steering wheel installed on the pond.
Oh, morning, Chris.
Good morning, Miss Telly, Mr. Chris from Hooks Hammocks. That's funny, Chad. Yep, there's going to be no corny jokes this morning unless Buggy does them.
Yep, I don't have any.
Chad, I put my application in for the 5th member of the Bait Shop Boys. I hope it went through.
Well, if it's anything like these government files I've been filling, they won't send you a confirmation to let you know.
Yeah. He probably come back. It's full.
4 p.m. Mountain Time.
Yeah.
Like I don't get confused enough in it. I had to set alarms on my phone with the title for each of them, so I knew what was coming on when.
Well, hold up. The bait shop ain't on the night. Bait shop's tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, today's Wednesday.
Yep, today's hump day.
Who's on tonight, I wonder?
Retired Rick, Larry, 3+1.
Oh, okay.
Skipjack Cindy. Is it Catfish Weekly or it's one of those shows. It's Catfish Weekly or the bluegill thing that they do.
Oh, Panfish Nation.
Panfish Nation, yeah.
Yeah.
Mark and Lyle. And then tomorrow, of course, is the bait shop. And then Troy from Real and Virtual is going to do the wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he said he's going to do wrestling
Today or Thursday?
Thursday. Yep, 2 o'clock.
Now you got to remember to remind me of that tomorrow morning, so I'll make a note.
I'll do my best, buddy.
Do your best. You'll remember. You're young. You still got good brain cells.
That's what the doctor told me.
Yeah.
I said I'll probably be leaving here in a minute or two.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How you getting there?
My brother's taking me. My older brother. He's
Your older brother.
Yeah, he has day off today, so he's going to go ahead and.
Did you say Eric wasn't working today?
No, he's got his driver's test thing he's got to do today.
That's right. Yeah, CDL test.
I have no idea, but I'll go. Yeah. He's got to do that today, and then they'll probably have him work the warehouse, which he hates. Buggy, no possible way he does. He's no issue and Pittsburgh fan.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
Come on, Uncle Lou. I hear you saying "Go Bucks" all the time.
Yeah, but he's talking about Tampa Bay when he says that.
Oh, come on, Buggy. I heard the bait shop is changing nights to Sunday afternoon at 1. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
Heck no, that's dinner time.
Yeah, Mr. Chad,
Now they can't be changing stuff. I'm just now getting a handle on what comes on when after 2 years.
yeah, that's why I always liked Hog Leg because he always shared out everybody.
Yeah,
I mean, he'd have a long list of things and he would share them out. He
yep,
whether they shared him out or not,
yep.
he shared everybody out. That's what he did. DOT is what Eric said.
DOT, all right, yeah.
Morning, Donald Knight. Chad
Is
said,
that DOT physical, Eric?
What's the bait shop? I call them the Backstreet Boys. They're the YouTube Backstreet Boys, the bait shop boys. I didn't know
Yeah.
I didn't think my application would be accepted, but I wanted to throw it in there.
Hey, they need to do a diversity hire, and you're handicapped, so
I mean, come on.
Bam! There's a lawsuit in the making right there, baby. Hi, I'm Brian Webber. I'm here to represent Mr. Quietman Curtis.
Yeah, see,
Is
there you
Mr.
go.
Fields in today? We'd like to talk to him.
I ain't got to pay me nothing like he does to High Dollar Freddie and
That's right.
Brian. Just pay me an M&M's.
I'm just the token handicap guy in the shop.
Yeah, more than 205. But I know what Mr. Chad would say. He would say, Curtis, didn't you ruin one show already? Not my fault. Hey, I brought that show up, okay? We almost beat the bait shop.
Yep. Well, that was fixed anyway. You know how that is.
It was kind of like Trump versus Biden. We were Trump, and he was Biden. The fix was in.
Part of the grand old party and get tied in, pay the right people.
He greased Kevin's palms, so he got the trophy, he got the award.
Yep. Good boy, little guy. What you see out there, huh?
Mr. Chad. Yeah, just got me a bag.
Buddy.
Because they need toilet paper at the bait shop. I heard they need it.
Need toilet paper in the bathroom at the bait shop. 2-year DOT test. Even 2-year DOT test.
Wow, more tornadoes. Yeah, Mr. Chad, he's got his hands full up there anyhow. He didn't need another person like me up there.
Hard enough to keep the other guys under control.
Yeah, that's why he went bald, I think.
Yep, very possible. Stress.
Yep, now he's got gray hair and his beard and everything. I blame that on Chad and Brian.
There's a fair going on here in town today or this week. I drove by there yesterday. Didn't know it was going on.
Oh yeah, the fair season is getting ready to start.
Yep, it's going on here this week. I think last night might have been either some kind of oval type racing or it was demolition derby. It looked like small cars, so I'm thinking it was like street stock type thing or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Why are you blaming me for what? What am I blaming you for? Well, I said Freddie and Brian are the reason why you went bald.
Mhm. Mhm. There's
Has,
nothing wrong with being bald
yeah. Has Brian caught a fish yet?
this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question, actually.
I mean, I feel like a rooster. I've caught more fish than he has this year.
Mhm.
I like it when the bait shop had guests on. Yeah, Miss Jody.
Mhm.
Well, I didn't mean it that way, then, Mr. Chad. I meant it. Yeah, I meant it as Brian and Freddie.
You're going to have to hold your comments, Curtis. I got this. I'm your representative, remember? I'm counsel.
You see what I seen that video too. You see that video that Uncle Lou's talking about?
No, he may have sent him. I haven't checked my text messages yet. Has anyone seen the video of the 4th of July celebration in Alaska where they jumped the cars off the big cliff?
Uh-uh.
Oh, dude, you gotta watch this. It's pure America. Uh,
Why'd they do that?
this old junk cars, and it's this big cliff, and there's like 500,000 people down on the bottom there. It's a big thing, and they jump cars off this cliff. And I suppose the main goal is to try to hit the little pond that's kind of out from the bottom, but it's just cool. I mean, some of them jump out far enough where they fall and they land like straight, and I'm talking probably 200 or 300 feet up and straight down and lands, on the flat.
Yeah.
If you see it, you'll understand. It's cool.
Hmm.
I can't. It's in Alaska and it's on the 4th of July. I've seen two different videos of it now.
I thought maybe they were shooting fireworks. Then they ain't in the cars when they're jumping off the cliff, are they?
No, they have like this rail thing that hooks on the front of the vehicles, and the vehicle takes off and it runs along this rail thing until it gets right before the cliff, and then it goes off the rail thing, and
Right.
then it flies out. I mean, and you just have to see it. It's cool. I'm like, yeah, that would be fun to sit around, drink a bunch of beer with people and watch. I mean, and the one video I seen showed the view from up above, and I don't know how many people. There's hundreds of thousands of people down there on the ground watching it.
Yes, Miss Jody. That's my PV right there. The bass. Asked Uncle Lou. The bass guy helped me get that catfish.
The bass guy.
Yeah, Uncle Lou knows. Some people told me about that on July 5th when I was in Alaska last year.
Yeah, Kevin, I was wondering if you guys knew about it and was going there. Look up the video. It's definitely impressive to see. I think the one I seen was how Alaska celebrates the 4th of July or something along those lines. The title is,
Yep.
and I'm telling you, it's. I watched the one video I watched was probably 35 minutes long, maybe, give or take a little bit. See if I can find it real quick.
Yep. Northview Outdoors is going to be on the bait shop. Dan and Ed.
July 4th card launch. Let's see what it says.
Chris, that picture of Curtis looks like Boris, the animal from Men in Black. That bass guy gave me that fish. Thank you, Miss Jody.
Yeah, go to the one that says Alaska 4th of July car launch 2024, launching 30 cars off of a 300-foot cliff in Alaska. That's a decent one to watch.
Oof, nanny.
Yeah, because if you go to that one, the like little video clips they show at the beginning while you're just looking at it, and the first one it shows is
You walk
pretty
by, you
cool.
gotta turn that off, dude.
Yeah,
Appreciate you watching Bugman Show.
there we go. All right, who's that?
That was Eric. That was the
Oh,
echo. Because we're all getting ready to leave.
yeah, it's check out the video. There's a bunch of them out there right now, but I caught one like the day after. It was one of the first videos out, and it's like, yeah, this is cool. Hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll be out fishing.
What is it? Turn to the bait shop Saturday at brunch for a special guest and prizes. All right, I'll have to remember that. Because that actually, depending on where they're at this week, they may be out west. The motocross, usually the qualifying comes on from 10 till noon or so.
Yep. Like I told you earlier, Indies got the
Yeah.
Nationwide or whatever they call themselves, and they got the NASCAR boys there. You might as well, Chad. He ain't using it.
Oh, I had to go there. That was cold.
You're like J Dog though, Mr. Chad. You guys don't go live. I do hope that you guys are down there when we come down there to go fishing. Oh no, look who it is. Roger Muskrat Adventures.
Hey, good morning, Roger. How are you today? Good to see you, man. Where you been?
The guy that don't want to answer his messages. Got him a girlfriend.
Yeah, he done forgot about you now.
Yep. Well.
You're second fiddle.
Oh yeah, I don't blame him though.
No, not a bit.
I cannot hate on him.
Exactly. And if you are, you're wrong.
That's right. He had Ted on again last night. Another good show. Another educational show.
Oh, I missed it. Well, I had a bunch of crap going on yesterday, so.
Well, Jody had a show last night too.
I might have seen some of that one. I don't know for sure.
She had Stan on there with her.
Yeah, I seen some of that.
Yep. I hope Mama's doing all right there, Raj. Buggy said.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Eric.
Hey, Buggy,
It's nice to sleep in for a little bit.
I wouldn't know.
Yep, you lost one brother and you gained a better one.
Yep.
I see how it is, Buggy. All right, later, everybody. Y'all have a great day. God bless, and hey, like I used to say on Hog Lake, so remember, I can outfish any one of you. Later, guys.
Doesn't mean he's catching anything. He's probably out fishing.
Why can't you open it till tomorrow?
We
Paul Meadowcat said he just got the Madcat VIP rod delivered yesterday and can't even open it until tomorrow.
He might be still in Alaska. Who knows? It looked like he had fun up there, though, from what I've seen on Facebook.
Yeah, I don't have Facebook. I miss a lot of stuff not having it, but then again, I don't have Facebook.
It's nice to see Rod. Morning, Roger.
Where you going, Uncle Luke?
Okay. I know where he's going. Back to sleep, probably.
Yep, more than likely. I'd say you're probably right. He's like, I'll see you guys in a couple hours. It's nap time. Morning, J Dog. I know you're out there.
They do pay you to live in Alaska, Chad. I know that. Oh, I gotta take this DOT physical, then go to work. Work in the warehouse for a couple hours and take an in-town route. What you doing? Going to sleep?
Who, me? Sorta.
Yeah, you.
I heard Kevin jumped in the river with the bears and caught a fish with his teeth. Now that's bad, right there. You're a bad man if you got that.
I'm back. Always cuts
Even
out when I go up the hill. I pulled a J dog on you today, Buggy.
you did sit back in there and creeped.
No, I went and took a shower and left you on the sink.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm with you. I do that too. But yeah, Dad woke me up at 4 o'clock this morning. He fell in the kitchen. I heard the thud.
Just trying to get a frozen nutty, buddy.
He said he was trying to put something back, but I got this sneaking suspicion he was looking for a nutty bar.
And Uncle Lou likes having 3 o'clock in the morning straight out of the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
I heard you guys in here talking about Kyle Busch. What a traitor. Forget him.
I don't like Kyle Busch.
I used to like him, but ever since Dale died, I don't really root for a car driver. I root for a team. I'm a Joe Gibbs racing team. I root for JG, any guy that drives well. I'm not a big fan of Denny Hamlin, but I like Truex and I like Christopher Bell and I like Ty Gibbs. shit, oh dear.
Mm-hmm. Morning, Terry B.
Morning, Terry B. Cootie Jody. Oh, yeah, Chad. Another thing is you get one brother, you get the other. So that's a 2-for-1 deal. My payments is Reese Pieces, buddy.
Hmm. Is that my phone getting messages? Oh, by golly, it is. Huh.
Not me. Maybe you're getting your number one.
I think I did, actually. I love it that I'm always number one still. It makes me feel so good.
Well, like I told you, you should have took the picture of your finger when it was real gnarly when you first did it, and then sent
Yeah.
that to him and said he's number one.
Yeah, I should. Now that you mentioned, I should have done it before. But I did take a picture when it was gnarly. Mm-hmm. Oh man.
That way you can gross him out at the same time as telling him he's number one. That's the only thing that sucks about leaving this late. Traffic's going to be a nightmare probably.
Oh yeah.
But I ain't got to go straight to work. I got to go straight to the DOT physical office. Yeah, we got to do that. Every driver's got to do it every 2 years. You got to take your DOT physical. But I don't get.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
why
Yeah.
every 4 years like your ID? That's the way I think of it. It's the way it should be.
Yeah.
But they want to make sure you're not out of shape, I guess. I'm still in the shape of round or a peach. That's the shape of me, a peach. Flat on one side. A peach flat on one side. The back side. What's up, Tim? Mr. Murillo, that other Iowa guy, that other window licker.
The heck?
And Terry B.
Oh shoot.
Did you figure out where your motocross was racing this weekend? I
Washington,
heard you talking about
Washington.
that too.
Yep, they're in Washington this weekend, I'm pretty sure.
That's cool.
Which I don't know who does the scheduling, but they go from. They were in Red Bud, Buchanan the weekend of the 4th, and then the next week they were up in Minnesota, and then they got to go all the way out to Washington State and then come all the way back again.
That's a lot of money in travel, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Look at, big semis.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you, Murillo. You know, you're my cat con buddy, even though I probably won't be going back. Last year was probably my last year at cat con.
Well, if I had to choose between it and the gathering, I think I would go to the gathering, but
Yep.
The only reason I couldn't go to CatCon was called the Pop. You know, the year before that, I was there.
I can't afford to take 2 or 3 vacations a year. I'm lucky to get one.
Just like the ones you want to hear. Break over, back to work for Joe Day.
I'm on vacation this year. I'm gonna go hang out with the dog.
Do what?
I said my vacation this year. I'm gonna go hang out with the dog.
Heck yeah. Ouch.
The Holocaust isn't about rape.
Find out what Sammy does to catch so many fish. What's he say? What's he say to the fish?
Yep, got to be some kind of secret whispering thing going on.
Yeah.
Some kind of speaker thing transmitting frequencies underneath the water to attract the fish.
It might be that he don't go live on YouTube.
Yep, that's probably it, actually.
YouTube don't know him, and the fish don't know him either. Since everybody likes to throw their phones in the water in that area. And all along the Ohio River.
Oh, goodness, man. Started my day at 4 a.m. That's not even right, man.
Not me. I rolled over and shut the alarm off. That's about what I did at 4 a.m.
I wish I had an alarm to shut off. Mine was hearing a thud and a little guy jumping up out of bed like, "Did you hear that, Dad? Did you hear that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I heard it. Come on. We already know what it is. Let's just go see how bad it is."
Did you ever get that pad thing set up on his bed? That pad alert thing?
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it on there today. I got it and I put it on his chair one time and to test it or whatever. And when he got up, and man, dude, it is so loud and annoying sound.
Yeah. Man, look at that semi. He's all over the road. Wind blowing him around.
Jody says she got a new shampoo for you to sniff, so you have to go to CatCon.
She could have used something in her hair last year because it smelled like grease and fish.
Because she was cooking. She was in the cooking contest last year.
Yep. Morning, Big Mike. Yeah, we got there last year. Shortly after that, we didn't even stay the night. We just came back home.
Yeah. That's how I done it year before last. Actually, that's how I done it both years. Come think of it, that I went. Yeah, my sky looks about exactly like your sky right now.
Doing that spit and rain crap.
Yeah.
Morning, Chris. Telly. More Telly than Chris. That's another reason why to go to the gathering. Get one of Telly's great breakfast sandwiches.
Yep.
Just got to get them before Chris does.
Whoa. Rain to the south of us this morning. Got just enough yesterday to settle the dust. Heck yeah, that's nice. Especially if there's big trucks driving around.
Yeah, I don't think we got any rain yesterday like they said we were.
Wait a second, Mike. And then there we go. All right, that's cool.
Good morning, Fun Fishing Adventures.
Fun Fishing Adventures, FFA, Future Farmers of America. Oh, goodness.
I wonder where Rustic is. I know he had to go to his thing yesterday.
What's that, physical therapy or?
Cardiologist, I think.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
And you know, they probably told him the same thing they tell everybody. You need to work out and exercise and
Yeah.
eat healthier.
Like, where do you buy the good tasting healthy food at?
Yeah. And then it's more expensive to eat healthy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is a lot more expensive, actually. And if you want to really eat healthy, you got to buy fresh vegetables and stuff. So then you're going to have to go to the store at least 3 times a week.
Yep.
Cruising on the interstate today.
There you go, Mike. You probably grab one of them. Now, I'll have to get off here when I get to the DOT office.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Yeah, because I got to get on there and do their stupid check-in thing online.
Yeah, I'll probably shut it down anyway. I got up at 4 this morning, so I doubt I'll stay long today.
And take a nap.
I got to go do some more government paperwork, which always just leaves me in such a stellar mood.
Yeah, no doubt. Just love the government.
Yep, me too.
Only see them once a week. The government and Uncle Sam, they both knock at the door. Hey, your hard paycheck you work for all week, I need 25% of it.
Yeah. Yep. If you're lucky.
If not more.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to take your tax money and send it over to Ukraine.
Oh, yeah.
Nuts.
So they can funnel it back to the Bidens.
Yep. Democrats.
You know, it would take, what's it say? If it's not a cat, it is a dog. Yes, it is. I hope it ain't gonna rain all day.
We could use it.
Yeah, well, I think we should be good right now. We've had a little bit of rain the last week or so. You know, I know the corn here it's higher than the car right now, man. It's an unbelievable corn crop this year.
And we did have a really wet spring, so
Yeah, I know I know the corn here is just. I mean, I'm talking. It's probably going to be a record crop this year.
Yep. I'll send it more than half of it to other countries.
Oh yeah. Why are vets still on the streets homeless?
Yep, begging for food.
Where is it you're headed to? I mean, what town?
Oh, I'm heading to Columbus. I'm heading
Yeah, I thought that
Whitehall,
was.
actually.
Yeah.
With the DOT place right around the corner from work. I'll be there probably 2 or 3 hours. They always take forever.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
every
that
time I've
metro.
been there, they take forever. That's why I'm trying to get there when they open.
Yeah,
I,
it's a
I want to be the
record,
first.
Sam. It takes so long because
I
you keep
want to. I want
don't
to.
stop.
I want to be the first one in there. And then I get to go sit at the warehouse and do whatever. I actually, good thing is I'm already on the clock.
Oh yeah.
Boss clocked me in. He said, "I'll clock you in at 6. You don't have to be there till they don't open till 8." Why didn't you just make my appointment in the afternoon?
Yep.
And he told me why. I'm like, you butthead. He didn't want to make it in the afternoon because then he knew I'd be home early because he'd tell me to call him after I was done. Well, first I'd go over and drop off paperwork and then I'd leave. That way he gets some work out of me because he said when I get back from doing the DOT test, I'm going to go help unload a truck. And I'm like, ugh. I don't want to do that.
What's
I'm going to
awesome?
go sit. I want to go sit in Matt's office, as everybody calls it, play on my phone, sit in the bathroom. One of the
Yeah.
warehouse guys, he does that. That's what he does most of the days in the bathroom playing on his phone. Hey, I'm just happy to have a job.
Exactly. One that pays pretty decent, and
Yep,
yeah.
all I do mainly is window watch, look out the dang window, watch all the other idiot drivers,
Yep.
especially them semi truck drivers. They are idiots. There's one that drives up in northern Ohio. Man, he's a real idiot. I think his name's John Euler. Let's see here where the traffic starts going crazy. Not today, suckers. Look, there's an accident up there. Cut around and take the back road to where I need to go. Plus, they're redoing this bridge right here where that semi hit it probably a month and a half ago.
Hmm.
He veered off and hit the middle poles or whatever in the middle. Dude just tapping away on his phone. Oh, people. You got any good plans for this weekend? Or
No.
anybody in the chat got any good plans for this weekend?
Are there any tournaments this weekend?
I don't know. I don't know. I know the finesse tournament was last weekend. I don't know if there's one this weekend. There might be. I don't know. That'd be something to ask Chad
Yeah.
or Kevin or Brian. Brian be the one to ask, really, because you know me. That's all he does now. He's a tournament host.
Tournament host.
Yep.
The
It should
hostess with
say
the mostest.
instead of saying Brian B. Catfishing, it should say Brian B. Uh, Catfish host. The hostess with the mostest. Morello.
Hmm.
Yep, me and Curtis are going to try to get out a little early because I think he said 85 is a high on Saturday. I think that's what it said this morning. So we're going to try to get. Hey, what's up, Mr. John? Small water charter. Yeah, we're going to try to get out there early and get some bait and try to run some boards and drag and catch some fish. Better than sitting around the house. Sorry, John. I think Buckman's falling asleep.
Yeah, I'm awake. No, I was asleep though. Lake Jackson, Florida.
We got Lake Jackson up here. I was there the other day. Iron Cat? Is that what's going on this weekend? Is the Iron Cat? I thought that was a fall thing. It should be a good weekend of fishing. They should be. All of them should be off their beds by now. And then they'll be hungry, hungry. Catch some fish.
And what?
That stupid van. In a hurry. If I didn't
Oh
hit my
yeah.
brakes, I would have T-boned him. Take it easy, fellas. It's not that bad. No, I was coming home and I was like, man, $2.99 is what I seen the gas price at the marathon by the house. Oh
Okay.
man, $2.99. Seen that forever.
No way. Yeah, before below $3. I'm with you.
Yep,
I can't remember the last time I did.
I guarantee it ain't that now. I still say there should be some kind of regulation how high they can raise the gas price in one day.
Yeah.
Got Popo sitting right here, looking to catch him somebody's plate. Madison County.
Hmm.
Yep, I feel your pain. Seems like this month's going by slower to me. It's up north of you, but that's probably because I'm going on vacation at the end of the month. That's probably why. And then when vacation comes along and I'll be off for a week, it'll go by like nothing. On the Stonefly, you on Hamilton Road, Eric. You're very observant, Stonefly. Yes, I am on Hamilton. Hamilton and Refugee right now. Hey, what's up, 205? Yep, I should be there before they open the doors. That's what I'm talking about. Be the first one in there. Probably sit there for 3 hours. Sure, take my glasses in with me. This used to be a good popping area, not no more.
Oh, I can't get my eyes to focus.
Mm, a bunch of illegal aliens right there. Canadian geese. I want to see all your green cards. Ha ha, Stonefly. They ain't doing that. It's a DOT test, DOT physical.
Mhm.
Ain't nothing going around my butthole. It's not. Gotta do this every 2 years. Sucks, but
Just like renewing my license every 2 years.
yep.
$199
That was every.
and
So,
$500 worth of classes.
oh, your one license, real
Yeah.
estate license. Yep. And then at the end of the month, I got to go to the crappy DMV. I hate that place. I don't know. Some people, I don't know why some people call it the BMV and some people call it the DMV. Bureau of Motor Vehicles. Main Street.
Down on Main Street.
Yep. Look at this idiot. Look at him. Look at him. What an idiot. If I wanted to G-button you, I could have. Whoa, man. Dude behind me about hit me. Idiots. In a hurry, get around that trash truck. Surprised I didn't run the red light. In such a hurry. And they go past the white line. And she's playing on her phone, too. Are you fishing this weekend, Northern View? That's right. Northern View's supposed to be on the bait shop tomorrow.
Who's that?
Northern View Outdoors.
Oh, that's right.
Never heard of them.
Mhm.
Stonefly. Yeah,
Mhm.
me and Curtis are going to try to get out Saturday.
Yeah, I'd like to, man.
I want to try to test out running because we've never tried to run boards on the pontoon boat. I can test out trying to run some boards. Some Uncle Lou planter boards. And I ain't been over this way in a while either. Look, it's a tournament angler, Brian B. What's up, Brian?
Mhm.
Or he's not a tournament angler, he's a tournament host. Hostess with the mostest, Brian B. That's what Brian does. He drives and he hosts catfish tournaments. Oh, they shut the Wendy's down over here. I didn't know that. Hmm. What? I might have went the wrong way. I had to go that way. I went the wrong way. Darn it. I went the wrong way. Oopsie. Are you talking about the one that didn't have no rear end? Bugman's sitting there falling asleep.
Off and on. Oh, I just jerked back awake. Oh, crap.
Oh, look, there's the Gold Corral. And it's still open. How about that?
What was it?
Golden Corral.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, is that the place?
Yep. This is the place, and they are already open. I just seen
In
somebody
time at
walk in the door.
7:59, man. Very cool.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to get off here, Buggy.
Yeah, that's cool. It's 8 o'clock. I'm going to get off here too. No hanging around all day today. I got stuff to do, guys. I'm sorry.
Nope, I got stuff to do too. Y'all have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow or the next day or somewhere.
All right,
Have a good one.
good luck with your physical, man.
See ya.
Rustic, you're late. We're just going home. Hey, dude, you're late. I'm just getting ready to shut it down. You hear me?
Do what?
Said you're late. I'm just getting ready to shut it down. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. There had nothing going on. I'm about half asleep. I had to get up at 4 o'clock to help Pop, and I'm dragging. So I'll see you tomorrow. You got Thursday tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Was that 6:30?
Dude, I start at 5 my time.
That's 6 my time. Okay, 6. That's what I wanted. That'll work. I wasn't sure what time. All right, buddy. I'll just see you tomorrow.
Good for today, B. All right, everybody. Where'd
He's
Eric go?
going in to get his DOT physical. Yeah. That's why I said there ain't nobody around, so I'm gonna go too. I'm gonna probably take a little nap before Dad wakes up, hopefully.
Okay.
I got a feeling it's gonna be one of them days, needy days, you know. I need this. Can you help me do that? No, I'm not helping you today. Sit there and watch TV like old people are supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, dude. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. All right. Everybody will be seeing you tomorrow on the Bugman Show. Come in early and stay late. Yep. Thanks everybody for coming in and hanging out. I sure do appreciate it.